Good luck. It's going to be a particularly tough interview. She's the actress whose amazing on-screen transformations have become her career calling card.
Yeah, Danielle Cormack was born and raised in New Zealand, but these days the 44-year-old screen star calls Australia home, with her filming commitments keeping her firmly fixed on our shores.
Danielle Cormack's had quite a colourful career. She first caught our eye in Xena Warrior Princess. The Kiwi native played the no-nonsense Effany, an Amazon queen with a wild side.
An overhead strike breaks the neck. Death is immediate. If they're lucky.
From there, Danielle went on to share the screen with some of Hollywood's heaviest hitters.
That's when my exams are.
If I've got bad news, it's safer telling Pam in front of visitors.
These days, the 44-year-old is earning rave reviews in Foxtel's gritty prison drama, Wentworth.
Do you feel helpless, Smith?
You missing us, are you? We need to watch each other's backs.
Wow, Danielle Cormack joins us live this year. You are not one to shy away from a rough and tough role, whether it's in the jungle with Xena or in the prison.
After watching that. Someone give me a coffee.
Now, that was what was interesting as we were watching that, because, you know, we're preparing for our hard-hitting investigative interview with you, and Kylie's narration during that while we're watching it. Oh, my God, is that your real hair, Xena? Or is that Wentworth? Is that your real hair?
It's the big question, isn't it? The big question. It is my real hair. My poor, tortured head of hair.
So you're naturally curly. You've just straightened it today.
No, sorry, I didn't actually mean to go down the interview path of the hair. I just was going to point it out as a bit of fun.
There are people at home going, I wonder what is that's a wig.
So did that happen overnight, or...? No, listen,
it doesn't happen. What is it? It doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen.
Playing the tough roles.
Those are 20 years ago. I think Xena, we shot that in New Zealand about 25 years ago or something.
Yeah, right.
It's going right back.
Do you love your tough roles?
I do.
Love being in prison?
Yeah. Well, I love what I do, and you know, I have the amazing job of playing all these fantastic characters.
Yeah.
So, you know, if I'm being employed and I happen to be able to play someone that can go and kick some butt, sure, why not?
But I guess your family would like it if you left B at the front door as you walked back through of a night.
I think most people want me to be at the front door. Yeah. Well, that's obviously, you know, it's a big show here in Australia and also internationally. Wentworth is doing incredibly well overseas, and B, before I stepped into the shoes of B, she was already an iconic part of Australian television history, played by the formidable Val Lehman. So, yeah, I mean, she was not. But the beginning of B Smith, the one that we see in Wentworth, she doesn't start off top dog. So you've seen her evolution into that role, and now we're into series 3, and she's sitting right, holding that mantle pretty strongly.
It is one of the great rom-coms. Do you?
Yeah,
you've got a young son.
Yes, I do. I've got an older one and a younger one.
How old's young son?
5 years old.
What does he know about Mummy's day job?
Well, he spoke to me about it the other day, actually, because he accidentally he woke up a little bit late one night and came in and saw me getting my head dunked into a sink as B, and was, you know, naturally incredibly stressed about the situation. So I had to explain to him that what I do is for pretend. So he does know now, and I've taken him onto set before, not when we're filming. So he's just beginning to understand now that it's all pretend. All pretend.
All pretend.
Yeah. Again, before we started our chat, we were also talking shoes and dresses. So is it nice to actually throw off the prison clothes and, like, do you enjoy...
No, I would much rather stay in prison clothes, tracky dacks and sand shoes any day.
But you wear this so well. Like,
Thank you.
This look does suit you.
Thank you very much.
Do you ever have feedback from women who are actually behind bars, or when they come out and they say that people watching this show actually who are in jail?
Yeah, I have had feedback from men and women, and both here and in New Zealand as well, where the show's where it broadcasts as well. And we spoke to some women that had just recently been released from serving time as part of our research. I also have spoken to parents, because I'm associated with an organisation called Shine, who help children whose parents are incarcerated, to provide them with mentors and just educating the families about the importance of family.
Yes.
And to instill in the children a greater sense of hope for their future, and to try to destigmatise what it means having a parent inside, and to also help break cycles.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've had a lot to do with people that have spent time in prison.
That's a wonderful thing to be able to go and help the kids. I think that's
Well,
that's great.
it's all about the children, and
Yeah.
if we can help at least one person in the world to stop perhaps cyclic behaviour and to instill in them a good sense of self, then that's really great.
Good on you. Hey, thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Good to chat.
Catch up.
Thank you.
All right.
And your straight hair.
And your fancy shoes.
And my fancy shoes, and my fancy dress.
And your lovely new friend. Wentworth is now streaming on Presto. For more details on Presto, just head to the Morning Show website. It's all there for you.
Danielle.